relaxing morning with a couple of good friends. What more could you add to make it special? Well, I'll tell you what you can add. You can add shitloads of money, gambling, round robins, teasers. We have it all here on Brunch Betting. That's right. It's XFL Jim, Chase, Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms, and Erik, Uncle Rico Magoo, giving you the best sports plays you can find. That's right, bitches. It's Brunch Time Betting. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Brunch Time Betting. As always, it is me, XFL Jim.
I don't know. There's just a lot of trying after play. We're trying to make some stuff happen, and they're doing a little extra pushing and shoving. We're trying to get our fucking job done. They're just...
And as always, we are trying to get our fucking job done today. I'm joined by the one, the only Chase, Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms. What's up, my man?
I have this dilemma now. Do I like the slow-mo you jumping through the table now, or do I like the regular speed?
I think we just kind of I mix them both in, so but you need a taste of both. I like the suddenness of the fast.
Yeah, so do I. How's it going, buddy?
It's going really good. Been having a good week so far. I gotta clean up the space because 2 nights in a row of streaming without cleaning, it gets a little messy. You can see the Dairy Queen box on my back.
What did you get? Gravy to drink?
I did. So I got a little chicken strip basket with gravy, the toast. Oh, so good.
Now you're just making me think of that Dairy Queen commercial that's like cheeseburger, chicken strips. You know, where the two guys are arguing over which one is better.
Yeah,
and it's like, how white can you sound whenever you're saying the word cheeseburger?
You can sound pretty fucking white.
It's up there with "It's not my dad's razor, Dodd."
That might be my least favorite commercial on TV.
Yeah, just because of their voices makes it terrible.
It makes it absolutely almost unbearable to watch. Chase. This is, for the people, this is the last episode of Brunch Time Betting for the year. We transition next week to the college football tailgate.
I'm ready. I've been getting, as we've been doing these conference previews, I've been getting more and more excited for college football, and it's finally here. It's hard to believe that it's finally here because we've been talking about it for so long.
We've been talking about it since June?
I think so, yeah. That sounds about right.
And you and me have been talking about it way before because we've been picking every single game of the college football season. Video
since
dropping
like May
soon, by the way, of just every one of our picks for
the super cut
season.
The super cut. I love it. The super cut compilation, or dare I say compilation?
Probably a little bit of both.
Little bit of both.
The season is finally here. The college football tailgate will arrive next week to preview week 0 and then really week 1. Week 1's the big one. Week 0 will be fine. That'll be nothing. Week 1 will be the big show.
That'll be we'll be back to our full antics whenever week 1 rolls around. And there's always fun lines to play week 1.
Damn right, son. You know, there's also fun lines to play today. Chase, I'll get us started off. I have my first bet. It's the NFL preseason still going on. I'm taking the Los Angeles Chargers -2.5 versus the Rams.
It disappoints.
Single solitary reason I'm doing this.
Is it Jim Harbaugh?
Well, that's a little bit of the reason. Just a tiny bit. He is crazy and he takes the preseason seriously. It's Luis Perez for the Chargers.
Oh, well, duh.
Yeah.
That makes it an auto bet at this point.
Perez for the Chargers. They looked pretty bad. Like, the Chargers overall looked bad, but I think Perez will get more play. The other backup looked awful last week. So give me the Chargers -2.5 redemption here against the Rams.
I like it. I think, well, it's the preseason. I don't like any preseason bet just because it's crazy. But I like that you're doing it, and I like that it's Luis Perez. So there we go.
going nuts with that. I'll give Erik's bet next before we get to you. He is going Lindor over 1.5 bases. I'm not going to do the whole Erik diatribe and deep dive into why he's betting it. You got to trust the man. At this point,
Just trust.
At this point, if you've been listening to this show, you trust Erik. You trust Uncle Rico. Lindor over 1.5 bases.
Okay. I like it. I am going to be focusing in on, guess what, Saratoga today, because guess what? It's Alabama Day at Saratoga, where the 3-year-old Phillies will be going 1.25 miles. I got a couple plays on the undercard, but then I'll have a play on the Alabama itself. The first play comes in race 7. It's 9.5 furlongs, 62,500. Non-winners of 2-something, optional claiming on the turf. And I've got a $20 win on the 8 Mondigo at 5-1. I was excited about Mondigo whenever it scratched out of its last race that it was in, because it was in a race where there doesn't seem to be any sort of early speed, and Mondigo seems to be the only horse that wants to go fast early. Well, guess what? It re-entered after the scratch, and now it's the exact same situation where the horse wants to go fast and no one else really wants to chase it. You have loose speed, alone on the lead. I have an allergic reaction that whenever I see horses like that, my hands just fly up and money comes out. So I'm betting Mondigo here in race 7 at Saratoga today.
I respect it. And I love it. I'm going to go to the league up north, the CFL, for my next bet. Today we have the Elks versus the Ticats. And it's getting kind of ridiculous. The Elks are 1-point road favorites right now. They're on an absolute tear. Ticats, though, putting in a new quarterback. He looked pretty good in relief last week. I don't know what the situation is. I feel like I have to take the Ticats here plus the 1. But I'm not going to tell you to bet that. What I am going to tell you to bet is over 51.5. Highest total for the weekend, I believe. And that's for good reason. The Elks offense is magnificent. The Ticats have weapons. And the Elks defense is despicable. And the Ticats isn't very, the Ticats just aren't good. But any team can score on this Elks defense.
So it's going to be a shootout, it sounds like.
It's going to be either a shootout or the Elks dominate, but it would be a domination of Edmonton 47, Hamilton 22, which you're still getting the over.
That's true. Okay. That makes sense to me. I like it. I like any CFL play you come up with. There's no one I trust more with the CFL than Rod Villagomez.
It's true.
Oh, and Jim. And
Rod,
Jim.
Rod is the man. Shout
Rod
out
is
him for his Ottawa Red Blacks this Thursday. Getting that dub.
There we go. Good for him. Good for him.
Rico's next play. He's going to the Brewers and Guardians and taking over 7.5 runs. Again, he's been killing it on the diamond, folks.
He has been killing it on the diamond. Uncle Rico just kills it. Just we could leave it at there. It doesn't matter if it's a diamond, if it's a hexagon, if it's a square, an oval, a diamond's just a square turned sideways, isn't it?
Or is it a trapezoid turn vertical?
Could be either. Listen.
Brewers Guardians over 7.5.
Those are fingers, not all fingers are thumbs. You know what I'm saying, Jim?
Facts.
All right. My next play comes in race 8. It's 9 furlongs, $110,000 non-winners, a 1-something allowance on the dirt. And I'm playing an exacta here, 4 with 9-10. This would be a boom play if I'm right, and it would definitely lock up a profit for the day. And I don't think this pace ends up all that fast, and it puts this 4 Bank Frenzy at 6-1 in a position where he could lead this race potentially gate to wire and steal it on the front from 2 super logical horses that want to run from off the pace. Rudy Rodriguez isn't burning it down at Saratoga so far, but he's starting to warm up a little bit. And this horse has shown the ability to wire fields at this 9 furlong distance going 2 turns. It's a big step up in class, but this one earned the right to face tougher with a 1 mile wire job at Backwoodduct going 1 mile in May. And it comes in now off of a layoff, and it mimics a move that Rudy made with this horse to get a win last year. I like seeing that. I like seeing patterns. I like seeing patterns repeat. The pattern repeats here. So we're betting the exacta with that horse, Bank Frenzy, on top 4, and with the other logical horses, 9 and 10 underneath.
I love this, Chase. I love this. I will not be betting any of Chase's horse plays just to save him and you all out there.
I appreciate that because I've been hot as of late.
Yeah, you're welcome for that. I haven't been betting any of your plays. You're very welcome. My next play, as I'm taking the Toronto Blue Jays straight up against the Cubs. This is my baseball brain. The Cubs won yesterday. Blue Jays have to win today. Have to.
Have to. Okay.
Give me the Blue Jays money line plus 142.
I like plus money lines every time.
I see that plus sign. I just dive right in.
You have an allergic reaction to plus signs.
Yes.
Or just throw money.
Speaking of plus signs, Erik's next play, he's going to the octagon in UFC, baby. Well, which one was it that he said in the message? I forgot. UFC 305 tonight. He's going to take Brunch to win by submission at plus 900.
So he's going to choke that dude out.
Going to choke that dude out. Choke him.
Just choke him good. Just choke him like the young kids like to do to each other these days, you know?
God dang right.
You into light choking, Jim?
Try heavy.
Yes. Yes. You're not satisfied unless you see Jesus himself.
Yeah, unless like your eyes start to actually turn red. You start to see that red light.
That a baby. Is it my turn? It is my turn.
Play, Chase.
Coming in race 10, that's the big race. They're going 10 furlongs. That's 1.25 miles. The Alabama Stakes, it's a $600,000 purse. And I'm in love with a horse in this spot. It's the 2, Chattelus, at 8-1. I'm going to be betting it to win. Initially, I love this pick just for the lone early speed and the race angle. But after watching the replay of the Indiana Oaks and watching the way that Chattelus dug back in to win, after this horse was put away in the stretch, this horse was beat in the stretch, and it dug back in to win. And with this being a gun runner, baby, I'm not worried about the added distance of going 1.25 miles. And I can't betting a horse like this with a great price and a distinct pace advantage. So expect to upset in the Alabama with the number 2, Chattelus.
Love it. Love it. My last play, Chase, because we got to do a little sprinkle of the parlay in there. NFL preseason pick, Carolina Panthers, money line versus the Jets. This is the only time that they're really going to have like chances to win these games. I'm sticking with the Blue Jays, and I'm taking the Hamilton Tiger Cats plus 102 for a plus 902 3-pick parlay.
I put together a pick 3 that starts in race 8 and ends in race 10, the Alabama. And it's only a $9 play, so you're not gonna have to stretch the budget by any means. And if it hits, you're well paid for $9. In race 8, we're gonna use the 4, 9, 10. In race 9, we're gonna use the 7, 9, 10. And in the race 10, the Alabama, we're singling the 2, Chattelus. So that's 4, 9, 10, 7, 9, 10, 2 in that pick 3.
And my last play for the NFL preseason and for Brunch Time Betting is, of course, going to be a nice little teaser.
Oh, Jim. Yep.
We are going to tease. First off, we're going to tease the Chicago Bears down to just 0.5. Give me a half point.
Okay.
Tease the Vikings up to 10. Sorry, up to 9. The Panthers up to 7, and the Raiders down to -1.
Disgusting.
It was gross. Absolutely disgusting.
That's a gross teaser, Jim, and I love every bit of it.
Had to be for the last one of Brunch Time Betting. Chase, any parting words for the people before we come back for the tailgate next week?
Hey, no football, so tune in to Fox Sports and watch all the racing at Saratoga because it's going to be electric today. That's all I got.
Facts. Tune into that. I'm going to enjoy. I'm going to another rodeo tonight, so look out on the timeline for pictures of Cowboy Jim.
Cowboy Jim is a sex bomb, is what Cowboy Jim is. I would heavily choke Cowboy Jim.
He looks pretty darn good. He gets the belts out for that.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll see you boys next time for the college football tailgate next week. Later, everybody. Bye-bye.